Alright, so Daniel Fazio makes $400,000 every single month from YouTube organic with only 3,000 to 6,000 views per video. And most people see those numbers and I think it's impossible, but I don't, because I built these exact systems for my own clients. Not only this, but I'm personally a part of the coaching program from a guy who runs his YouTube channel. So I know all the behind the scenes, all the strategies that they are using to grow his channel and bring him qualified calls for his business. So in this video, I'll walk you through exactly what are his core offers, how he uses YouTube to actually bring people back to those offers, how he builds his content funnel on YouTube, and how he actually does that step by step, starting with the outlier research that he does, A/B testing, and why if you try to replicate some of his proven formulas, it will not work for you. And lastly, I will show you exactly how to actually replicate this in just 3 simple steps. So let's get it started with the first offer that Daniel runs. So this is a entry-level offer that's between $50 to $100. It's called Let's Get Clients Challenge. As a 5-day workshop. It's not meant to make him money. It's a qualifier and trust builder. It funnels everyone into his second offer actually. So if you spend $50 to $100, you've seen some value. It might help you get your first client even, but then it funnels you directly to his 3 to 5K a month offer, where he basically coaches people on how to grow their agencies and B2B companies, how to hit their first 10 to 30K per month with his client acquisition systems. He specifically focuses on how to get clients, and this is his core coaching program. Is for B2B companies that want to go from making money but inconsistently to hitting 10 to 30 calls per month with predictable revenue. Now, their third offer that's like a little bit more private is probably 10 to 20K per month. It's actually an offer that he only runs for people who are already hit like 30 to 50K, even 100K a month. This program is called Outlier and teaches you how to scale to 100K to 300K a month using paid ads and his systems. So that's again like probably 10 to 20K per month. And now his last offer is actually a software product, his software company that he runs with his partners. It's a B2B SaaS that does the lead database management and email scraping. This is his recurring revenue. It's the ultimate ascension for people who want to build a real software business on top of their service business. This is actually the same pattern that a lot of the other service providers followed. First, they built a successful service-based businesses, and then they transition to software. Okay, so he has all those offers. He teaches you his client acquisition systems, cold outbound ads. So why would he even get to YouTube? This is a perfect example of why even if your business is doing super well, you should start YouTube, because it allows him to convert even better all of his traffic that comes from paid ads. It warms up those leads, and then he is being able to close much more leads and much more clients by posting consistently on YouTube. So let's get into his content strategy. And again, this is something I learned directly from the guy who runs his YouTube channel for over 2 years now. I invested thousands of dollars myself to understand their systems from behind the scenes. And if you'd like me to implement those for your own business, then feel free to book a call with me using the first link in the description. We not only have all of the sauce, all of the actual information and how to do it based on the experience of the guys who are running his channel and other big channels, but we also deliver the videos for you. So we do the script, we do the ideation, we do the editing and posting for you, all of that, so that you can focus on high leverage activities and still stay consistent, stay profitable from your YouTube channel, and generate a nice ROI and increase the effectiveness of your other marketing channels. So if you want to work with me, again, book a call using the first link in the description. All right, so back to the content strategy. We have a 3-layer funnel, simple traditional funnel, but I'm going to walk you through exactly what videos he posts at each stage and what each layer does for his business. So first one is the awareness stage. Layer 1 is top of the funnel. This is where awareness happens. Raw videos, story videos, trend jack-in, contrarian takes. These videos are designed to get views, bring those people from YouTube to his channel so that people get interested in who he is. Now, the goal here is not any conversions, it's just reach. So we want to make sure that the channel is constantly growing. It brings new people who are interested in different topics. He has videos like agencies are finally dying, here's what's next, or breaking down business growth from 0 to 800K, how I made 2.5 million by 25, my story, my 5 million VSL script, Twitter masterclass, step by step, how to grow followers, how to make $100,000 per month in 24 months, ranking every online business model. So as you can see, these videos, some of them, they get 20, 30, sometimes 50K views. They hook people emotionally. They introduce people to his worldview. They make people curious about what he teaches. This is the entry point to his channel when people will get more and more into his philosophy, his worldview, and this is where education happens. These are your how-to guides, your deep tutorials, your free course videos that are 49, 90 minutes long. This is where the magic happens. Most creators think giving away 1 hour free course is crazy, but Daniel understands something important. That 1 hour long video is basically this guy's sales presentations. He's not selling the whole time, but he's showing you his thinking. He's showing you his beliefs about business. And by the time a video ends, you're thinking, I want to work with this guy. I wonder how that looks like. So these videos usually get 3,000 to 6,000 views, lower than his top of the funnel stuff, but the people who watch them are way more qualified. They opt into his lead magnet at 10 to 20% rates. So imagine, even if you have 1,000 views, 10% of people actually sign up for your free thing. That's like 100 leads from a single video. Question, how many of those will be qualified? Depends. But as you can see, these video examples are way more specific. They are more action-based focused. They're shifting beliefs of his target audience. So that's the education stage. That's probably gonna be your most used type of video in the early stage, because you gotta make sure that when people visit your channel, they have stuff to learn from. Now, the closing stage is all of the bottom of the funnel. This is where the social proof happens. Client testimonial videos and case study breakdowns. He literally shows his clients transformations on camera. He shows their revenue climbs. He interviews them about their work. This is the trust and decision-making layer. So imagine you have a sales call with Daniel and you see before the sales call all of the case studies, all of the guys that made significant results that you want to replicate. How this is gonna make you feel. Exactly. So here's how they work together. Someone sees his viral awareness video, makes them curious. They click into a middle funnel of video. They learn about his worldview, his beliefs, his frameworks. These videos are so good that they watch the whole thing, and at the end he offers a lead magnet, a checklist, a template, a framework. They give him their email, and now he owns them. He can start sending all of these case studies to prove to the people who are interested in his frameworks that he can deliver the results for them. So this is the trust building stage. This is the closing stage. That's very important. Most people are doing this wrong, but now you know how guys who are actually crushing it are doing it correctly. So now let's decode the titles and thumbnails that he is posting, because you might be thinking, okay, his strategy is great, but I don't know how to get views for my own channel. The first step is the outlier research. You might came across this concept already. If you didn't, you probably come up with videos from scratch. So Daniel doesn't come up with videos from scratch. He studies what's already working. Look at this video, for example, my $1 million script revealed, 2019 old version. And here's his video. So he basically copied the title and thumbnail. He took a proven concept from another creator Outlier video and made his own version. And guess what? It became one of his most viewed videos, 68K views, even more than this guy. But for this guy, that was a 100x outlier. That means that his other videos are getting 100x less views on average. So he probably gets like 100 views per video. But this is a proven concept that worked for him. Daniel replicated it and it worked for him as well. And that's not a coincidence that this worked. It's a system. So by using a title and thumbnail formula that's already been validated by the algorithm, he gave himself way more chances to blow up the video. This is the exact technique we use inside my YouTube acquisition studio for our clients. We specifically only give our clients idea, titles, and packaging based on their competitors, outliers, and outliers in other niches. That way you're not wasting time on videos that will never get clicked. And honestly, that's the thing that most people are getting wrong right now. They're just guessing which video will work instead of using data as your advantage. So Daniel doesn't guess, he researches, uses what works, copies what works. Another thing that Daniel does exceptionally well is A/B testing. Look at this, for example. This is the recent video that he posted, and you can see across the timeline of 7 days, he changed the thumbnail multiple times. So his content team is constantly testing multiple thumbnail variants. And here's the thing, YouTube now lets you do A/B and even ABC testing for thumbnails and titles natively. So there's literally no excuse not to do it. But here's what most people get wrong. They just change some text on the thumbnail, swap a word here, we can call it there, and count it a test. That generally does not make a big difference in performance, because what actually makes a difference is changing the concept. Imagine you're testing a thumbnail. Instead of just switching text, you test completely different visual concepts. So let me show you what I mean by that. So here's one concept and here's the same concept. I don't even see a difference in this test, right? But here is a completely new concept. But this concept is the same as this one. This concept is, again, same as those. And here's the third concept. So he's been testing at least 3 concepts in this video, and maybe across those concepts, he tests some other variations. So different angles, different imagery, different ideas entirely. That gives you way more chances to blow up your video. Think about it. What's the purpose of just doing text swaps on a thumbnail? That's really just to verify what kind of messaging resonates with your audience. But that's useful for cold email or a meta ad, not for YouTube. On YouTube, the purpose of testing thumbnails is to give yourself the maximum number of chances to break out. So you need to test different concepts, not different text or different messaging. So a lot of YouTube gurus won't tell you, but having a database of proven title formulas only works for a short period of time. And they sell you on using the same frameworks over and over again. So think about this. If there are 10 or 100 creators all using the same title, does that create a curiosity gap for your viewer? Because there is no more pattern interrupt. You scroll through YouTube and you see the same stuff over and over again, so it doesn't even stop you to scroll. Pattern interrupts should make someone actually intrigued by your title and thumbnail enough to click. If everyone's using the same formula, nothing interrupts the pattern, it all blends together, so you can't just reuse the same titles and formulas over and over. That's why we do consistent research week to week for our clients. We need to understand what's getting clicked right now, not what worked 6 months ago. So the way we find those formulas is simple. We go to YouTube, we find videos that were posted this week, and we'll look for ones that hit at least 10x Outlier score. That means the video performed 10 times better than other videos on that person's channel. Those are the formulas worth studying. So here's an example of a list from March 16th. You can see we give you exactly the thumbnail, the title, and link to this video and formula that you can repurpose for your own offer, for your own target audience. And we actually give you the exact titles that you should use when you work with us. So now, if you don't want to work with us, that's fine. I'll tell you anyway how to replicate this for your own channel. You don't need to copy Daniel exactly, but you can use the framework that he uses. And I'm going to assume you already have a high ticket offer, but the question is how to use YouTube to sell it. So first of all, we need trust. We'll fix the trust, and that's the biggest problem in today's economy. Your prospects need to trust you before they even get on the call. And YouTube is the best trust building machine that exists. Top of funnel to get reach, middle of the funnel to educate and build deep trust, and bottom of funnel to prove it with client results. Now, every video needs to go viral. You only need a few viral videos to feed the whole funnel, and the goal is to get people to consume enough of your content that by the time they book a call, they already feel like they know you and they trust you. Now, filter out the junk is another step that we have to focus on. So we need to get the strategy right before you hit record. You cannot just guess what will work for you, like most people who just jump straight into production. The ideas you choose to make videos about matter more than the production itself. Make sure the topics you're picking are targeting the right people, the right audience, and the right sophistication level. If your content is attracting beginners, but you sell to people doing 50K a month, your funnel is full of junk leads. So go back to what we talked about with Daniel's Outlier research. Study what's working, find the 10x outliers, model the ideas that are proven to attract your specific buyer, not the beginners, not the tire kickers. And number 3 is just don't focus on the 30%. The video production is only 1/3 of the process. Most business owners spend all their time filming and editing, but that's just one piece. Another 30% should be packaging, making sure people will actually want to click before you ever press record. The final third is strategy. That's the work from step 2, choosing the right ideas for the right audience based on real data. If you skip packaging and strategy, leaving 2/3 of the results on the table. Now, if you do this, you won't make 400K in 1 month, obviously, but you will start getting qualified calls from YouTube and you will start turning views into revenue. So if you're one of those not yet utilizing this system and you're making 20, 50, or 100K a month and you want YouTube to predictably generate qualified calls for you without doing all of that stuff yourself, book a call with me using the first link in the description. The typical result that we're getting for our clients is from 10 to 30 qualified calls per month. But if you're not ready yet to work with me for some reason, please use what we learned in this video. Apply the frameworks, build the system yourself, because how Daniel built it proves that this is a actually working system. And if you actually build it right, YouTube will become your most predictable qualified calls source. And by the way, you can check out this video you can see right on the screen right now. I cover much more stuff that goes into building a predictable YouTube funnel. So go check it out and I'll see you over there.